Hey, what's up, y'all? First video cast on YouTube, so be gentle. Anyway, here to talk about. I was here to talk about a couple of my predictions for USC '98. However, I think we've already had 4 or 5 guys off the card due to injuries. So basically, I'm just gonna go skip right ahead and get to the main event on the card, which would be Lyoto, the Dragon Machida versus Sugar Rashad Evans. My prediction basically goes down like this. It's going to be a real close fight. First and foremost, both guys come out of great training camps. I mean, they're both on top in terms of their career and everything, both in their prime, and both with extremely good finishes their last couple of fights. Lyoto being the fact that he finally got a knockout against Thiago Silva, which definitely he needed. I think a lot of American fans, unfortunately, don't really respect his style on the octagon, but he's like I guess a modern day samurai. The guy likes to hit people, but not get hit. Kind of run up the tree afterwards. So, and he seems to be doing a pretty good job of that. And obviously Rashad, well, he's the champion right now. So, I mean, coming off the Ultimate Fighter, obviously that's got to be pretty big for him. It's going to be a real close fight, but I really think Rashad might have just won out. Solely because obviously we've seen Machida's style, and Machida obviously is definitely counters off people's offense. And if anybody's watched Rashad, especially the last couple of fights he's had, he kind of gets off on the slow end of things and has a hard time pulling the trigger. Obviously, when he does, it can be extremely devastating. Ask Chuck Liddell's chin. Chuck and his chin, for that matter, are never going to be the same from that overhand right hand. Again, both fighters pose problems for each other, but I just really think Rashad, being that he's a smaller target for a 205er, and his hands obviously are just they're like Pacquiao style in terms of how fast he is. And packs a wallop, obviously, in both hands. And for that matter, I mean, we've seen him knock out Sean Salmon with a high kick right to the face. So, I mean, in terms of offense, he's definitely got that. And not to discredit Machida by any means, I think Machida is going to, give Rashad a run for his money. I just, being that Rashad's a champion, you got to beat the champ to be the champ. And Machida, again, he's a counter puncher, counter striker. And I just see that being a problem because he's going to be having the one. I think he's going to be the one having to come forward and push the action on Rashad, and I just don't think he's going to be able to impose his will nearly enough to take Rashad out. I mean, Rashad, I mean, again, both guys, strong mentally, strong physically, but I mean, Machida's going to have to push the action, and that's kind of not in his cards. He likes to kind of sit back and wait for openings, and in a championship bout, you kind of don't have time. I mean, even though it is a 5-minute rounds, you don't really have a lot of time to do that, especially against a guy like Rashad. I mean, he gets hit, but as you can very well see after a lot of his fights, doesn't show a lot of damage. So we obviously know if he is getting hit, it's he's not being too much pain isn't being inflicted upon him. So again, it could be any man's night. I mean, everyone's got a puncher's chance, and definitely these guys both do. But I just really think Rashad's going to be edging this one out. But this is definitely close, and FY for anybody. I mean, this is the first time in UFC history two guys are undefeated going into title fights. So that's also kind of cool. Rashad, technically, he does have a draw against Tito, but still undefeated. So definitely going to be curious to watch. I'll definitely be tuning in. But post your guys' thoughts. Thanks.